Here's something that could give you indigestion after your big meal. Historic job losses and an economic downturn has left millions of people in debt. Tonight, we're learning debt collectors will soon be allowed to contact you by email, text message, and even through social media if you owe money. Here's NBC 15's Rachel Wilkerson with the story.
Social media connects billions of people with family and friends, but soon you might get a message from someone you'd probably rather ignore, a debt collector.
A year from now, when this new rule takes effect, debt collectors will be able to send an unlimited number of text messages, emails, and hit you up on social media as much as they want, as well as call you up to 7 times a week, and sometimes maybe more.
You heard right. Beginning late next year, the ways collection agencies can legally contact you will greatly expand. And since around 70 million people have a bill in collections, this change affects a lot of people. And while trying to collect legitimate debt is perfectly legal, the industry has a history of aggressive tactics, sometimes even trying to collect money from consumers who don't even owe it.
The problem is debt collectors are notorious for hounding consumers over debts that have already been paid off or were never even owed in the first place.
The collection industry welcomes the change, saying it is a significant step forward in updating outdated collections practices that hurt small businesses and left consumers in the dark. Even with these changes, there are still consumer protections to guard against aggressive, unfair, and even illegal collections. For example, CR says if a debt collector contacts you, request verification of the debt. You can expect to receive information on the debt in the mail within about 5 days after your request.
And many states have a statute of limitations on how long debt can actually be collected upon, typically between 3 and 6 years, after which you no longer need to pay on it. So check the laws in your state. Do not pay any part of the debt until you are certain that you owe it. Otherwise, you could accidentally revive old debt you no longer owe.
Rachel Wilkerson, NBC 15 News.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's new 653-page rule does specify, however, that if a consumer tells a debt collector to stop calling, they are barred from calling them. Additionally, the rule requires that debt collectors who use electronic messaging need to provide a simple method for consumers to opt out.